Vanakkam, Krishna McKenzie. I thought it would be nice to show you some of the places where we have been starting vegetable gardens with various communities, various people. This is Rekha, and we are in Serenity Community, which is a very, very urban type of community, very new community in Auroville. And there are about 15 different places, of very different contexts. But this particular context is quite good because it's very new. So there's people are very happy to have this element of gardens in their lives because there isn't anything yet. There's a few trees. I mean, that's and of course people are interested in sustainability and natural food and all that. So let's show you what we've been doing. So there's 3 gardens here. They started off looking like this. They started off looking like this, which is basically, if you look in here, it's basically a trench. You can see, if you come and have a little close look, it's a trench in here. And this trench, as we've told in many other videos, is a vessel. It's a space in which we can honor this organic matter. This organic matter is really the first gift of Mother Nature, and we return it to the soil, to the land by putting it in the trench. In the bottom of the trench, even there are waste coconuts like this, which is a bit awkward sort of stuff. We put in the bottom. There's also thorns and coarse organic matter like big logs. And then slowly you start adding this the more leafy stuff, and you push it into the trench like that, and slowly like that. Then what we were doing is we were building up an edge like this. And this would be like the buffer, like the wall. And then this soil was coming down, and we were increasing the surface area of the garden like that. So we ended up with, put the leaves on top. That's a good demonstration. Rekha's putting like the softer leaves on top. You could put grass and straw and all sorts of stuff. It ends up like this, where you have these trenches here going all the way around. But you actually have quite a wide surface area. Here we have, what we've done is a trench in the middle, across, and then you have quadrants. You have 4 quarters. Because it was thirds, it would be 3/3, but it's 4 quarters. And that's quite interesting on a social level. Because a couple of kids, a little family might say, okay, well, we'll only take care of this quarter. And that's like very small job to do. It's not overwhelming, I mean, I think already a circle garden is not too overwhelming, even
not
for...
at all. I think, especially the quadrants really helped us to, have some sort of a structure.
Yeah, it gives you sort of a framework, So then they've put, what have you got in here? Papaya, banana, ramphal, tapioca.
Yeah, that's tapioca. And
this is
chaya, my favorite.
Chaya. So this is this tree spinach, chaya. And I think there's some drumstick, and there's a lot of other things will be added to this. Tipali, sweet potato, perandai will come, and maratakan and tudavale, and then the chicken spinach, the ponangani, all the spinaches will come. And in July, then we'll start with all the vegetables.
Vegetables, yes.
Lady's finger, cluster bean, bottle gourd. And that leads us to the next subject, which is this type of fence that we've been doing with, this is inspired by our dear friend Amir. Amir is a very inspired man who works a lot with ATB, awareness through the body. And his extension of that is his work with nature. So this is a type of fence that he sort of developed just by valuing. It's typical permaculture, just use what you've got. So he was just making this fence like that. Later we might bring some poles and try and compact it and push it all in together. But he doesn't look at this as a fence, actually. He looks at this as a bed. So after a couple of years, when this is all disintegrated, he starts planting in here, into the bed, tomatoes and stuff. And in the first year, it's a structure. It's what we call in Tamil a pandal. So the bottle gourd will creep along here, or even passion fruit may creep along here and then up. So it's a very you know, it's not only this linear way of thinking, oh, it's a fence, you know, it's a fence, it's a bed, it's a structure, it's even a space in which, you know, it's an ecosystem
Absolutely.
for little birds and animals
And also this land before we got started was so rich with edible weeds. So I can already see the passion, you know, the wild passion fruit and the wild, you know, those tiny little melons
they
that
start
just
coming
grow.
back.
Yeah, I'm sure because
Beautiful.
all this weed that you see, the dry weed that we're using for mulching, it's all that.
Okay.
It was lush
Okay.
with edible weeds. So I
Yeah.
can see that crawling all across. A little snack for people who are working every evening hard over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you see, we have a little area here where it's possible in this little fence here to do at least another 4 gardens, and then there's more out here. Over here they want to do a vegetable garden, and just behind you, where you are, Shakti, filming, all of that potentially is becoming a food forest. So that means valuing the ramphal, valuing the jackfruit, valuing the soursop, valuing the custard apple, integrating it with drumstick, integrating it with papaya and banana. Now, unfortunately, this is not just a question of time and energy and work. That's one of the things, you know, that's one of the inertias that we have to overcome, that we have this very sort of, this landscape that we have to reconquer. But there's a social issues, you know, there's a lot of social issues. So some people are interested, some people are not interested, some people are ready to help, some people aren't ready to help. But most importantly, the water is an issue. So these gardens, I think, should be valued with wastewater. Now, out of this tap here comes wastewater. That, can you tell us about how that works? How many communities?
We have about 8 communities, and the wastewater from these 8 communities are treated and it's brought back to us over here. And that's what we've been using for, you know, most of the
So
garden area that
you make your own bioenzyme. So Rekha makes her own bioenzyme. She distributes that to people as well. And some other people are definitely using natural soap, but not everyone is using natural soap.
everyone, no.
So the water is actually full of phosphates and chemicals.
Yes.
So which they are saying is not good for certain plants, some leafy
If you're
greens.
directly eating it, no, but then yeah, if you wash it and eat it, I guess it's a slightly like a grey
It's a
water.
bit of a
It's
grey
like
area.
gray area.
Right. So
we gotta get our
but
facts
the
right
thing
about
what we have to do is we have to get a questionnaire to every resident in these 8 communities and ask them, you know, what sort of soaps do you use? Are you aware of natural soaps? Do you know how to use bioenzyme? Have you ever heard of bioenzyme? And get them awakened to that possibility, because if we had everyone sensitized to bioenzymes and natural soaps, then this wouldn't be a question.
Exactly.
And then this whole bioregion could be blossoming simply because we have a water resource, you know. And I think if you just have a little think, I was told that from one washing machine, 75 liters of water, or is it 750 liters of water? I don't know, crazy amount of water, I don't know what it goes out. You know, we have a resource, but we have to honor that resource by using natural soaps. So anyway, just to round up, this is an example of what we've been doing. These guys are meeting in the mornings, they meet in the evenings, they meet in the mornings, they meet in the evenings, and occasionally I come along and Amir's come and a few, and Yermlai is this wonderful Auroville guy, Tamilian guy, and he's a weight of you know, a treasure trove of knowledge and expertise. So he's been helping a bit as well. And yeah, we hope to share with you some more of this later. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rekha.